Hi folks. Today we're close to Netflix headquarters, and this for a reason, because today we're going to discuss some questions that particularly related to this company. How to design offline video player. In this video, we're going to talk about mobile system design, and I already told why system design is so important. Check out my other videos. I don't want to duplicate this information. Yeah, it's mobile system design, like it's focused on mobile side. There is no something like preparing and design some backend stuff. So mobile only. We for sure will touch some backend area, but just on the high level. Guys, I have a important question. Maybe I need to stop to do some boring stuff like preparing to the interview and do something fun instead, like have a tour in some campuses and so on and so forth. If you do like this, just comment and I will show another video for you. Also, for system design, we need to do a couple of more things than just design. We need to show your interviewer or the company that you're interviewing for some signals for your position, because on system design interviews they will grade you accordingly. So for the signals, it can be like different stuff, but let's start with simple things. Just you need to show that you understand core requirements. You just at least you need to understand what means offline video for these companies that you're interviewing for. It can be like different stuff. So, and also understand that what they asking for you to create the right product, going in the right direction. Also, ask a lot of clarifying questions because for system design, especially, you working with open questions, so the interviewer just only give you like initial requirements and you need to gather more. We'll go with this in a couple of seconds, but let's focus on the signals at first. So the next thing that you need to show is scalability and reliability. So you need to design this product for a million of users and to scale it like for the big application. If we're talking about mobile application, you need to also think about communication with backend side, using CDN, some pooling technologies, and so on and so forth. Also think about the battery, how your user will be interact with each other, and so on and so forth. The next signal is performance and efficiently. It's once again about the battery on the device size, have to use network more efficiently, storage, and so on and so forth. The signals will show your how you actually your seniority. You need to provide some trade-off and justification, provide some pros and cons for each thing, each technologies that you need to choose. So you can identify and correlate with like pros and cons, as I said before, yeah, with different approaches. And you always need to have like at least two options, option A and option B, and choose one, justify it, yeah, go on. If you just telling your interviewer just we use this technology and then we use this without trade-offs, without some pros and cons for them for each. So it's basically not enough level for seniority to have like IC5 or IC6 and so forth. Also think about the error handling, some real life issues like network drops, storage, some things that might happen from like outside world of this device. Also think about the security. If we're talking about particular this question, design offline video player, let's think about DRM. DRM, it's like I will discuss it a bit later, what is exactly about. So think about security for this application, data management. It's like have to store and manage data, have to download content, Think about user experience. How your changes will impact users. It will be like easier to use your application or not, so on and so forth. Justify all of these. This it will like a good signal for your interviewer as well. So also provide some platform specific knowledge. Like if it's Android, provide some Android specific areas that you know in deep, not like tell everything that specifically to Android. Don't deep dive right now or just on the initial step. But if you have time and also, yeah, you can do, and also highlight your particular knowledge about this technology, that you do not build something abstract, but you definitely have some seniority in your Android on iOS application. And yeah, also like provide your communication and structure. Yeah, can you present your ideas clearly, logically, and all this stuff, that useful stuff. Let's actually start to design what kind of questions we need to ask at first. Yeah, let's start. Requirements. The first question that I can ask is what kind of content we need to show. Is like movies, TV, short format, or what is it? Yeah, let's come up with as far as we, I know. Yeah, well, let's go with movies and TV shows because different formats will need some different playback patterns, different sizes. So yeah, format. Movies and shows. So target platform. So definitely right now for us it's Android. Yeah, but it's worth to ask this. So maybe we can create something a more common, more generic solution. So platform Android. What else? Do we have some limits for downloads? It can be like storage limit, numbers of downloaded files. So I think it's deep topic, and it's mostly going to the product side in terms of like how many downloads they allow to the user. But yeah, we can limit it in storage. What type of storage to use, we'll discuss it separately. Yeah, but yeah, storage is limited. Okay. Uh, Playback features, what can be like pause, resume, subtitles, audio tracks, different bit rates, and so on and so forth. Uh, yeah, right now we need to consider, is it like MVP or it's we need to create some really great, robust product, and we have time for that. If it's like MVP, let's have like short amount of features. Main one, what is core functionality for user to just pause, resume, and yeah, maybe different bit trays can be also useful. If we agree that our team has more time, we can like create some subtitles, different audio tracks. It will add some complexity in download files and so on and so forth. But right now, let's keep just base functionality like pause, stop, play, and different bit rates. Yeah, like audio track and subtitles. Let's keep it out of scope. Another thing that's uh, do we need to, I don't know, use DRM? I think yeah, it's critical if we have licensing license for our content. So we have like strong DRM requirements. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about the connectivity status. Also, need good question to ask. Um, how does it behave if like different networks and so on and so forth? So we need to optimize our uh, application and also need to limit downloads for Wi-Fi only channel, and it's like seller like mobile phone. Yeah, we need just ask user to does they want to download such a big files or not. So yeah, use use Wi-Fi download. Um, if seller ask user for permission to download. Okay, what next? Yeah, do we need to support updates for downloading content? I think we can keep it out of scope. It's complicated, but yeah, it's worth to ask. And for example, if user downloaded something and it's like was a long way ago, we might need to update this one. It's not related to our movies and TV shows, but if we would create something more dynamic, so updates can be crucial. And user management of downloads, we need to see the progress of downloading, delete some downloads, and so on and so forth. Yeah, we need some user management of download process. What else we can do here and think about the requirements? So eight. Um, yeah, we download from the network. We agree that we can. Yeah, we have like two options to store data. It's like external or internal storage. Let's think about internal storage. Yeah, about the trade-offs. So external, it's like SD card, basically more space. It's better for big files for sure, but as far as we need to use DRM, some license for our video files, it makes sense to use internal storage for the security. Also, we will use encrypted data store for the files and downloads. Yeah, we will talk about it separately. Yeah. Also, as far as this downloader, don't overuse the battery. hmm yeah, like use cryptography for the video. Yeah, that's good. Also, we might need some analytics for A/B testing, just to have some knowledge how our product is going and working. So, but right now, let's keep analytics out of scope. Yeah, but you need to show that you think about it, and analysis can be useful, crucial for like everything. The same for the logging, and yeah, it shows some signals. Also, we need to, as far as we download something, we need to keep a look on the internal storage and have some procedures to clean them up. So yeah, clean temp folders, monitor storage. It's also shows some good signals. So yeah, as I said, this DRM, what is it? And this thing is really crucial for us. It's digital right management. So DRM is technology that protects copyrighted content from unauthorized access, copywriting, and distribution. So In iOS and Android, we do have support of DRM, but we need some additional stuff to do the work better with them. So basically, video players use DRM to restrict the playback, to authorized users control access, duration, like temporary licensing, and protect the video from being extracted from the storage. It's also if we're going to use it on external storage, yeah, it can be like an option. In terms of the platform and technology that we need to use for Android and Widevine from the Google, and on iOS or macOS at FairPlay, Apple. So yeah. So also Widevine Google is integrated with Android's media DRM API to decrypt content during the playback. Yeah, sounds forth. We will use it with some media player for Android at Exa player, but yeah, we will talk about it separately as well. Okay, let's move on. Let's think about the overall architecture for us. Let's start with some backend part. So what we need for the backend? It's like content discovery and metadata and metadata discovery. So this backend part will provide us some information about the titles available for downloads, maybe some links. So let's think. Right now, like for all the interview, start with high level part. If you have some time and your interviewer will ask you about it, you can deep dive. So we'll have like a lot of design stuff here, a lot of models, and do not jump right now in prototyping API for this model for any backend part. But if you have time, after all this high level stuff, or interviewer once again ask you, just write down the backend part. So for content discovery and metadata, so yeah, as I said before, it's like list of titles for different movies, some links or thumbnails, icon, types of policies that are available for this video, and so on and so forth. The next part of the backend can be download manifest generation. Basically, this part and this model will provide us URLs for content chunks, different quality levels, DRM license acquisition URLs, and so on and so forth. The next one, it's especially DRM licensing and sync service. Okay, I don't know if it's clear. And the last one, yes, first we need to download the files and big files from some place. So we need to CDN, so content delivery network that will host some files for us. Okay, this is like backend part. I think that's clear. And let's slightly move to our mobile application. So yeah. We need two screens. The first one is like video screen, video player, and the next one it's like video download. So video download screen, it's basically like a list of downloads that we have. We can play some of them. On the video player, it's like our video player. On some implementation we'll discuss separately. Some button to download offline video or play it online. Yeah, so what we need to do next? The next part is like some connected things. It's like create some view models basically to connect our UI part with some domain logic. Okay, doing some arrows. Okay, and the next part is actually our domain logic, what we need to do on the domain stuff here. So we need to some we can kind of call it differently. It can be controller, interactor, or use cases. So basically, like yeah, three use cases. Let's keep it separately for solid principles, object-oriented programming, or for some clean architecture. So anyway, keep different stuff separately will be more clear and better for our system design diagram as well. So what we need on the domain level here, it's play video um, use case or interactor or controller or something. Yeah, whenever we call it. The next part that we need is download video. Yeah, just what entity we need? Just play video, yes, clear, download video, and the third one we need to clean up our video and work with some storage. Yeah, clean up use case. Okay, add some more arrows. So video model from the video player, yeah, just play the video. From video downloader, what we need to do, it's we can download video or also like clean this up. And from video player, we also can tap on the download button and go to the download. What else? We need next level. It will be like repositories or services. And so at first it's like video service. What this service need to do? It need to just download, sorry, some video, and yeah, let's do this step by step. So video, so it will go even to local video data storage source, or even to like remote. Okay, at first let's go to the local one. Check it first. If nothing here, let's go to remote if network is available. And yeah, just if nothing in cache. Okay, local video data source. Yeah, what it can be. So it also need to go to another place to database where we store the metadata about the video, just to see what we have in a local source. And also, if we have something like we check the database and see that we currently have like something in a local store, so we go to encrypted storage to actually download it, to have access or have a link for that. Yeah, what missing part here? It's another blue stuff here. And this is video cache manager. Video Cache Manager. It's not just only one class, it's something bigger. So you can find in more details in another video on my channel how to actually create a download manager. But basically, here in this session, we need to figure out and also like highlight the best approach and like things that we need to do here. So I would like to suggest to download files, not just one piece, but split it into chunks and download chunk by chunk. So like by small pieces. It will help us if we have some network issues, for example, user lost the network or something happened, some error, whenever, and we resume the download only one small chunk, not the big file. When all the chunks downloaded, we need to check the checksum for this file, and if it's like the same as we received initially from the backend, and store the metadata. So it's the same. So the file is correct. We also received some license. Yeah, we ready to play it. So everything is good. Yeah, but yeah, also we can have some different strategies for download files. For example, we need to prioritize the new downloads and I don't know, pause the others if user tap on new download files, especially if we're playing, yeah, and so on and so forth. Okay, what else we need to show on this diagram can be also useful for us. Okay, yeah. Interesting part, it's our DRM. It's kind of like interesting part. I can say that we keep it on one model because it's related to the UI part as far as we use video player on UI part, and it's also related to encrypted storage on the data side, like here. So yeah, kind of this diagram for us. Okay, let's move and validate it. Yeah, that we might not miss something. So from UI part, we call them view model, send some intent here or user action, and absorb some changes back to video player. For Android, can be live data or flow or erase out for old applications if we like support if our application like a piece of something called. Uh, Between layers, we also can use reactive approach and use observer patterns. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, go to the player video. Yeah, video storage, video service. Here, yeah, check the local data or move it remote. In our case here, remote, we will not deep dive in this part because we focusing on offline video player. So I'm going here, check the database, metadata, and put it yeah, download from encrypted storage, and send the link to our player. Yeah, something like this. So on the backend part, we can also have another actually piece to um, let's do this way. So another use case is to communicate with backend, like titles, use case. Sure, play this one. And on the I don't know repository side, it's like repository, which will work with backend as well. Okay, Apple Query. arrows here. Okay, maybe I can find some better placements in diagram for that one. Okay, it doesn't matter. At least I think everyone understood. Yeah, and yeah, work with the backend layer here. So CDN probably will work directly with our image downloader. It can be like different for your platform, for iOS and Android. So by the way, if you know the current, I personally like Android developer, and I have like limited knowledge about iOS side. But if you know what image downloader is better to use for iOS right now, just notice here and put it some comment section will be useful for all of us. Yeah, manifest generation, licensing, yeah, content metadata. So we can also create some different use cases, but don't deep dive into this part right now. Okay. On the UI part, once again, let's go like level by level and think about some trade-offs and maybe add some details. So on the UI part, for the video player, we will use Exa player for Android, or for iOS, it's AV player. If we have something better for iOS, let's comment about this. So we also need to show some status of current video processing, or it's like we user is offline, or with buffering, or something like license expired, or download file expired, and something like this, some error cases. We need a download video button, and yeah, some page that the currently video is also available for offline if we just play it online. Some trade-offs here that we can highlight, it's like Exa player or AV player versus custom player. So yeah, basically Exa player provides some better quality, and it has like built-in DRM support, which is like crucial for us. So for the custom player, it will be we'll like spend a lot of time, and I don't think like big company, even like Netflix, use some custom players. So they usually use something developed before they, I don't know, save the time of their users and developers. So open source matters. Um, for the download screen, we just show the list of downloads. We need to show some storage indicator, time to expirations, and so forth. On the main level, uh, yeah, this video player use case or interactor controller, whenever we call it. So basically, we just check the local files and start playing. Down video use case, it's downloads new videos, check the space, and yeah, store some metadata for this video as well. And clean up, it's slightly more complicated. Clean up user store or controller, or whenever we call it. It's for Android, it's work manager that have some schedule to go over the files and see, do we need to um, remove something to clean the space, maybe something that outdated, uh, or maybe some license expired, and so on and so forth. For iOS, correct me if I'm wrong, I found out that BG task scheduler is the same like Work Manager for background task, like it's background task framework basically, and we can use it for to schedule some cleanup process for our storage. Is it the case? Yeah, that is good. If it's not, just correct me. I'm not as expert, but you probably know what to do to, I don't know, to do some to start some tasks on the background. Yeah, data layer, it's a video repository, this green one. So basically has like different stuff to do. It's get video stream URL to play it online, or some URL or ID to local file. Yeah, just take some expiration or metadata info, maybe download video. Um, so yeah, once again about the video download as chunk download with checksums increase complexity, but it's managed download state. It's easier to show the progress. It's crucial for resumability, reliability. So just yeah, it's leading to much better user experience for large files. Okay, storage and playback. It's like levels, different levels, but as far as we use player, we just like have like some layers inside. It makes sense. So for streaming, it's HLS or Dash. It depends on the platform and it depends on your approach. So HLS, it's initially implemented and designed by Apple. So Dash, it's more open stuff. I mean, just not the open, but yeah, it's use it for from another platform. So you have like different support, different manifest files. So if you would be asked to design some service that provides some manifests, like this one. So we need to think about our platform and type of the manifest that it will return, like HLS and Dash and so on and so forth. Speaking about DRM, yeah, for Android, it's why why the have to have to pronounce it. It's spelling this one. Yeah, let me. Why? Why? Yeah, tell me. I have to pronounce it correctly. So yeah. Um. Okay. So at least Exoplayer also use this one. Files. So internal or external storage and more details here. So yeah, we can choose internal storage and I will tell you why. So user, in that case, your user will, yeah, they can't move files manually. So it's like for security. Also, speaking about internal storage, this provides more security and controlled environment for copyrighted content that we actually need to download and show. If our download player don't need some copyrighted content, yeah, we can choose external storage. Will be more beneficial. But as far as we need to some legal stuff here, so internal is better. But yeah, it's always option. Yeah, but on the other hand, internal storage is it's limited space. It's non-constrained on mobile because we're limited in space. But for example, for iOS, we don't actually have external storage as far as I know. So it may be not the issue. And for a new Android, it's also like we have a lot of memories inside. I haven't remember when last time I used SD card on my phone actually. And also for internal storage, it's like it's encrypted and safe, so for sensitive content, it's better. Okay. Another scenarios to consider. Yeah, just think about the non-internet. So we need some UI fallback to local file and show something that we have no internet. Let's see what we actually downloaded. But if we not have anything, we're not able to play something. Yeah, we can see the same for YouTube actually application. If you start application without the internet, you will see only the download or cache content. So we can do the same here. For low memory, we need to show error for this, or maybe to start cleanup manager to delete old files, old downloads. So if our expiration is for our files or license, yeah, what we need to do, we need to go to the database, like check the metadata, the license information, so on and so forth. Maybe delete something and notify user for sure that it happened. So another scenario is if download interrupted, so we can resume it, retry if it's chunk. If it's not chunk, just start um, from the start. But yeah, we agree to use chunks. It's better. Also, status of the downloads we can also store in database. It will be useful for us. If it's not stored in database, yeah, we might lose it if it's like a memory storage. I mean, um, also need to figure out, do we need to support the quality switch? For example, our video can be like in different quality and the user, yeah, two options. Before we download the video, we can ask user about what quality they want to use, or if they download something, can start to play, we can switch to another quality, and yeah, we download another file. Or we can download all these quality files once, like altogether, but yeah, it will take a lot of memories. I believe it's not the option. So yeah, I would prefer to ask user on initial step to what quality they want to download, and if during the playback they want to change the quality, we can also like offer online video playback for this quality, or if we don't have online status or connection, we can tell them, okay, let's download it when you have like network. Also, good option is to manual delete some downloads. So go to the download list, download screen, and delete some files. So we need to, in that case, to go to our cleanup manager, but for particular ID, for I don't know, some title video, and clean up the metadata and storage as well. Maybe some license for this videos that can be related to this video as well. Okay. Um, so another thing that can be useful, just not in 3, but to understand everything. Here it's like different between iOS and Android. So for DRM for Android, it's wide wine, or whenever we call it. So DRM, and for iOS, it's a fair play. For some scheduled downloads, it's a work manager for Android. We don't use, yeah, we can have another option, but they, I believe, deprecated. So for iOS, it's BG Task Scheduler. For the player itself, for Android, it's Exa Player. For iOS, it's AV Player or something better. Tell me about it. For encrypted files, as far as we need to like store something in encrypted storage. So for Android, we can use encrypted file API. For iOS, it's file manager plus DPK. And for database, Android, yeah, actually, why database actually? Uh, because we have like related data, and we need to search for different parameters from the local source. We can have like key value, some data storage, but yeah, database is better for us because we might have some relation between some tables for the metadata for the video as well. We also support some search for different parameters, so database is it's like more useful here. So room for Android, core data for iOS. Okay, maybe we can also consider some additional edge cases and additional consideration actually. So it can be like multi-user support. So for example, if this application can be used not only by one user but for different ones, we need to add another table in database for the users and limit the data and like show only corresponding data for particular users. Also, we'll have some additional things for maybe to the backend to have some authorization for this user. So it's kind of like more complicated, but if we need to do it, we need to support and do additional stuff for that. So each profile might have its own downloads, for example. Content storage need to be partitioned or linked to specific user profiles. So yeah, it will be like tend to be more complicated system. But for example, if you remember this Netflix application, we can download for different users. We can log in with different users, so they support this. And if you start to design your application, it's also like crucial for you to think about this option because after that, if you design all this stuff, you implement it, and to add uh, some partitional storage for a different user will be more complicated if you just think about like initially. Content updates, like if new version of some episode released, you have to notify the user about it, like push notification or maybe some other options. And Zap could periodically check for updates for downloaded content as well. Uh, Okay, storage full scenario is gracefully handling. Inform user suggest deleting all downloads, allow partial downloads up to available space. Yeah, it's just communication between application and user said, okay, we don't use it this application those videos like in a while. It's also like good for engagement, like see it or delete it. Something like this. If download is interrupted, implement some robust resume mechanism using byte ranges or chunks. It's like different approaches. Okay, for analytics, I said just we need to track download success, failure rates, playback events, offline, online, storage usage, some errors. It will be useful to our team, to the company, to understand the user behavior to improve the product, and also useful to fix some issues and create some metrics actually. A/B testing is good. Next step can be localization and add more languages. If we add more languages, whereas we have like video, we need to also maybe add more audio tracks for that. It will be also add some complexity for us. Okay, um, maybe your interviewer will ask you something else. It's like potential follow-up questions here can be like, how will you handle adaptive streaming for offline content if user downloads multiple qualities? Yeah, just store multiple files or a single file with multiple bitrate streams and use exit player, tracks selector, something like this. What if the user's subscription expires while they have downloaded content? Yeah, that's a tricky one. So if license will expire on next online, we think and that will learn subscription status and revoke or prevent license renewal. How do you ensure the battery efficiency during the downloads? Yeah, here we need to think about the priority, how many parallel tasks we need to use for work manager to download. Yeah, in more details, you can find another video on my channel about download manager. Yeah, it's like it will be in details about it. So like pausing on low battery can be also useful for the battery life as well here. How would you scale this for a million amp users? Yeah, so on the backend side can be different approaches. different services, CDN, DRM service. On the client side, we need to design robust download management, efficient storage, good error reporting, and yeah, just prepare the scalability and reliability on our end. Uh, Also, they might ask us to describe API contract between the mobile app and like the backend for a download. For that case, we can go to content discovery, and for the backend part that I emphasized in the first step, to content discovery. So yeah, here is like one type of the data we need for manifest generation, another, and so on so forth. It's basically will be like short APIs. Yeah, you can find some recipes how to design API in my other video, but yeah, I can provide once again those pros and cons like REST, maybe gRPC, protobuf, JSON, binary format, and so on and so forth. Here we can, as usual, keep something similar, simple like a JSON text format, REST API, design a couple of endpoints for the video, for list of the videos, for a video to download manifest, license service, and so on and so forth. Okay, so like conclusion. This is not just play video, but it's end-to-end system that works safely in offline mode that we develop. It's managed space and expiration date. Yeah, its responsibilities are clean up stuff. Oh, I forgot arrow here. Okay. Um, so we integrate DRM and discuss our UX part that's crucial for a user, and um, it can recover autonomously if something happen, if error happens. So we also discuss some fallbacks and error cases. Yeah, it's also useful. So yeah, that's pretty much like this. Thank you for watching, and if you have some comments on this video, just comment, have some suggestion. You can also find some other videos on my channel and just subscribe. Yeah, you will learn if I will post something new. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. Yeah, see you. Bye.